Hello, this is RV Vagabond Jerry, and I have planned for this summer 2024 where I'm going to be traveling and making videos. I am now in the small town of Jal, New Mexico. Very small town, but it has one of my favorite RV parks. That's why I like this place, and I've been here 3 times now. So let me show you a little bit about the park, and then I'm going to go to my computer and show you exactly where I'm going to be traveling this summer. And this is my favorite part about this park. Here's the RV park, and this is really one of the nicest city parks I've seen in any small town. They have 6 RV spaces here, and with 5 here, this is the fullest I've ever seen it, including mine on the end there. Each space has 20, 30, 50 electric, and a water faucet, and a covered picnic table with a barbecue grill. Your own trash can. It's called Jal Lake Park, and there is the lake. It also has over here some exercise equipment. A lot of different things. Over here we have a children's playground, a large covered picnic area. It's a really nice park, and this is my first stop in my summer trip here in New Mexico. First, let me show you the overall basic route I'm planning. I'm going to go up the central part of New Mexico, up through the central part of Colorado, and then over to the northeast section of Utah, then back into Colorado, and then back in Utah at the southeast section here, and then down into Arizona about this far in this northeast section, and then back into New Mexico, and then come down south along the western side of New Mexico. So to give you some more details, I'm starting off here at Jal, which is far in the bottom east corner, and then I'm going up to Brantley Lake State Park, and then over to Mayhill, where there's 2 RV parks I want to check out. And then up here there is a free RV park that I want to check out. And while I'm there, I'm going to scooter over to the White Sands National Park and do a video there. And then I'm going to drive my motor home up to Ruidoso, and I'll probably spend a week or 2 in Ruidoso. There's a lot of things there that I want to see. Then go up to Capitan, Carrizozo, up to Vaughn, and then Santa Rosa Lake State Park. Then from Vaughn, New Mexico, I'm going to go up to Las Vegas and Story Lake State Park here, and then up to Morphe Lake State Park, up to Teos, and then into Colorado at Alamosa and Mosca. And I've heard there is a free RV park in Mosca I want to check out. Then up to Buena Vista and Leadville. And Leadville is interesting because it's at an elevation of 10,000 feet. It's a very small town, but there are several RV parks. It's a place people like to go in the summer where it's nice and cool. So I'm going to check that out. And by the way, one of the reasons I'm doing this trip is because in a few years I'm going to not do any big trips like this anymore. I'm going to look basically for 2 places to stay. One in the winter. I've got those places already selected. And then in the summer, I'm going to go up into the mountains of New Mexico and Colorado. So as I go by these places where I know there's RV parks and state parks, I'm going to check them out to see where I want to go in future years to spend my hot summers in a cool place. Then from Leadville, I'm going to go up to Frisco, Hot Sulphur Springs, and then to Steamboat Springs, Craig, and this is Sandwash Basin. This is a BLM area here. And then Vermilion Falls and Browns Park National Wildlife Refuge. And let me move this over a bit. From there, I'm going to go into Utah to Flaming Gorge National Recreation Area, and then down to Vernal. And on my next screen, I'm coming back into Colorado. So then from Vernal, Utah, I'm going to come into Rangeley, Colorado, Grand Junction, Delta, Montrose, and over to the Black Canyon of the Gunnison National Park, down to Placerville, Dove Creek, and then move into Utah at Monticello. And then on this next screen, from Monticello, Utah, down to Monument Valley, then Kayenta, then the Canyon de Chelly National Monument, which is right here, the Little Painted Desert, which is right here, Winslow, Arizona, Petrified Forest National Park, up to Gallup, New Mexico, Shiprock, and then over to the Four Corners Monument. Then in this last segment, from the Four Corners Monument, I'm going to go up to the Ute Mountain Casino, which is in Colorado, and then down to Navajo Lake State Park, Heron Lake State Park, then down here to the Cities of Gold Casino and the Black Mesa Casino. And these casinos are just really places to park for a day or two or three. And then in Albuquerque, there's a special place called the Elks Refuge. It's in the mountains outside of Albuquerque, where they have a big campground. And then over here to North Acomita Village, where there's another RV park that I want to check out. And then down to Pie Town, which is a really interesting little town. And then down here to the Apache Creek Campground. And from there, I'm just going to come back this way to Deming, Las Cruces, and then down into El Paso. That will be the end of my summer trip this year. Now I have my whole route laid out in this worksheet with the cities and where I'm going to be parking, the states there, and look at these elevations. 7,000, almost 7,000. They're all 5,400, 6,300, almost 6,000, 5, 6, 66, 8,000, 7,000, 10,000 for Leadville. After Leadville is Frisco at 9,100, 76, 67, 58. That's a little lower. Then up to 6,000, 5,300, 5,000, 58, 74, 68, 7,000. And then when we get into Arizona, it's a little lower at 5,000 area. And in New Mexico, back up to 66, 6,000, 7,000, some more 7,000s here. So the whole point of me going to New Mexico, Colorado, Utah, Arizona is to stay in the high elevation places where it's going to be nice and cool, hopefully. So that's what I have planned for this summer. But of course, plans always change, at least somewhat. Hopefully nothing drastic will happen to change what I've got planned so far. But if I'm lucky, things will go pretty much on schedule as I want. And I invite you to follow me along this summer. I will be taking a lot of videos whenever I find something new or interesting. So I hope you'll follow me along this summer, watch my videos, and this will give you some ideas of where to go in your RV to stay cool in the summer. That's the point. If you know of any other places I should look for on the way, please comment below and let me know. Good day, folks.